Hello everybody. So today I'm going to show you my approach to some of the common problems I've been encountering as an internal medicine resident, and I'm gonna show you my approach through this app I have made throughout my residency. And so for this example, I'm going to take a 65-year-old female, and she has come to the emergency with symptoms are very suggestive of stroke. I'm just going to load up some of my prior, some of my templates I've built beforehand, and this I generally do during my study. So I'm going to document the date, and let's just say this was at 3 hours at presentation, and NCCT showed no hemorrhage. And the random blood sugar was 174/76. The BP was also nice, 140/86. Now we have to calculate the NIHSS score, and I do this by simply clicking this, which should open the score below this template, and say we did the assessment. And say like the main advantage I have here is like all the tools are pulled in the same place, so I don't really have to visit different links, and it will not interrupt my flow. So this has been of a lot of personal utility to me, and also it is a checklist approach. So this makes sure like it helps me make sure I don't miss anything, and it also does the calculation for me. So the total score was 7. If I put it here, I can close this, and it will quickly give me a quick overview that the score was 7. Now I want to look if IV thrombolysis is indicated, and I'm going to check all of these as it is indicated, and then I'm going to quickly check for any contraindications, and if there are, I will click on them, and I'll just know it was contraindicated because there was GI bleeding. Else I will not check any of these, so I know that there's no contraindication. I then move on to IV thrombolysis. Now after I click this, it will open up the IV thrombolysis, and here we require, here it's asking for the weight. So say she was 65 kilograms, and it calculates the dose. This dose I'm just going to copy and paste it on the assessment so that I know what's happening when I close the window. And these are for the monitoring, so I'm going to advise everything, everything. I'm going to check that everything is being monitored as per protocol, and I'm also going to look at any indications for stopping the thrombolysis, like if there's a neurological decline or uncontrolled BP, then I'm going to follow this checklist. Say it's done, and then there's other checklists for evaluation, monitoring, and if it's a stroke in young, there's a special checklist, and there's a checklist for complication prevention. Now, there's another utility of this is I can use these to generate notes, so if I go to this section, the AI section, it actually has a Gemini built in, which I can use to build this default paragraph style text for documentation, but it also provides me with the raw file, which I can use in other AI tools like ChatGPT or something, and it will help me generate notes. So this is like I'm going through a checklist and also writing down the notes at the same time. It helps me in my day-to-day practice. So yeah, that's all for today. And I guess there's one more thing. There's this thing I have built called the academic mode. So this is for when I want to study. So there's a once the academic mode is on, there's attached notes in some of these checklists, and if I click on it, it will open the associated note. Like here, it opens the medical support optimized provision, blah blah blah. And if I want to read the entire note, I can click on this read, and it will open my entire note on ischemic stroke, which I built from Harrison's 22nd edition.